Hello, and welcome to Around the House with Kay and Tom. And today we're going to cook up some of these country style ribs here. But if you take and read this label a little bit better, you see it says butt country style ribs. And down below it says pork shoulder butt country style ribs. So actually these are not a rib at all. You know, that's what everybody has called them for years and years and years and years and years. So that's what we're going to call them. These over here, it says hand selected and hand trimmed, USDA inspected. So, and product of the United States, right there. It says so right there. It must be true. Okay, so this is what we're going to be putting on them. We'll be putting on some butt rub, some good old Bad Barnes butt rub, McCormick smoked paprika, some McCormick onion powder and garlic powder, salt, pepper, and maybe a couple more items. So let me get started. Now, as you can see here, it's about 3 pounds, close to 3 pounds, 2.97, and it's close to $3 a pound, $2.96. So it's about $3 at $3 a pound. So anyway, $8.79 is what we give for these. Now, could have got them cheaper, I guess, if I'd wait till I got to Costco's or Sam's or something like that, but was not at that place, was at Walmart, so that's what I had to go for them, if we wanted them. Alright, now, get them out of this wrapper here. Tell you what, that's some good looking ribs. That's good looking ribs. It's not ribs. Look how big and thick and juicy that is. I'll tell you what, these are pretty. Okay, let's get started seasoning these things here. First of all, I'm going to put some of this sea salt on them. And now I'm going to go ahead and turn these over and put sea salt on the other side. Roll them over like that. And this will be the only thing that I do. This is the only thing we'll put on them and then turn them over, and I just want this salt to start drawing some of that moisture out. That'll help to hold on to the, you got to clean your hands every time you turn around, you know. So, now we'll put salt on this side. Alright, now, let's do a little bit of the pepper here. And you know, you just season this to your taste, and some people don't like it real spicy, so I don't put a whole lot of pepper on it. You can always add pepper later, you know, after you take them out, but you can't take it out. Alright, now, here comes some of the good stuff now. Put on this Bad Barnes butt rub here. Well, we put on a liberal amount. These are going to be really good. They better be. I got 3 pounds of them to eat. Let's put some of this McCormick smoked paprika on here. Alright, a little onion powder. Now you can put this on to your taste, you know. If this is too much for you, don't put this much on. And last but not least, we'll do some garlic powder here. Alright, now work it down a little bit. Alright, let's flip them over. Yeah, we'll wash them. Now, even though I've got gloves on, I'm just going to go ahead and wash them over here in the sink. Because you don't want to be picking up your ingredients again without contamination on them like that. So, rinse off your hands real good. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing as this side we did the other side, and then we'll be back. Okay, now before I forget, go ahead and make sure you do your ends, you know. It'll be alright. You probably got enough on your cutting board or whatever you're using just to go ahead and dab your ends in those. Like this. And you're pretty sure you got them covered up. You don't want anybody to feel left out, you know. And you don't want to be wasting so much stuff either, so if you do it like this, at least you're picking some of it up. Make sure I got that one. I think I got it twice. That's alright. Better get it twice and not at all. Alright, now we're getting ready to start doing some stuff with this right here now. Okay, I've got this Swanson's chicken broth that's 33% less sodium, and that's what I use when I can find it. Sometimes you can't find the less sodium, so you have to use the regular sodium. But anyway, I've got a cup and a half over here, and we'll put down in this Instant Pot. Now, I've got this little rack. I think this rack came with this, but I'm not positive. But anyway, got this little rack with the handles on it, put right down in here. And by the way, if you notice, my pot's not stainless steel, it's ceramic coated. So, and I'll leave a link down below where you can order you one if you'd like to have one like that. But I like it a whole lot better than I do the stainless steel. This is pretty much non-stick. It works pretty well most of the time. So now, we'll start putting these country style ribs down in here. Now that rack there just leaves it up, makes sure they stays up out of the water. Now a lot of people don't care if they put them right down in the water, and that's fine if that's the way you like to cook them. I like to not cook them like that. I like to keep them out of the water if I can. So, but I also like to have a single layer. But as the case is going to be with these right here, and we'll have to double them up, which will be fine. I mean, the Instant Pot's going to cook them. I don't care if it's a single layer or a triple layer. I am going to try to sort of crisscross them a little bit. And if I see a spot that I missed with the seasoning, I'm trying to dab it on there. That's what's taking me so long to get back every time. I'll put this one right on top. That's a little bitty squirt anyway. Like that. Alright, now I'm ready to take these gloves off and be done with them for this time. So now the next thing we gotta do, we're gonna take this lid and put on here, and you know, you line up the area right there. I doubt you can see it, it's black on black. And you got another area down here which is the same way. But that way you line them up, turn it clockwise until it locks into position. Now this particular top, you don't have to worry about the seal back there. You don't have to worry about whether it's sealed or venting, because when you shut the lid, it automatically goes to seal. And so that's a handy thing. I really like that lid like that. I wish all of them would have a lid like that, but they don't. So hey. But anyway, now we're going to come over here and we're going to hit pressure. Now it's on 10. We need to run it on up. "25 minutes, and then I'm going to hit the start button." Okay, and that lets you know it's on now. It's building up pressure so it can seal itself back here. And if you're not familiar with it, I'll show you. It's a little button back here. That button right there. A little silver button. Now you can see it. Has to pressurize and be popped up before it'll start counting down cooking. So I'll keep track of what time, how long it took to do it, and we'll get back when it pops up. Okay, now this button just popped up here. It took 12 minutes for it to do it. It sort of surprised me how quick it was. That's why I didn't have the camera on when it jumped up. But it happened about a second ago. Now, we'll see how long it takes for it to start counting down the minutes here after it, because it takes a couple of minutes after it the button pops up to start counting down most of the time. But you know, sometimes pretty quick, so it might not take but a minute or so. And there it went. It took just about less time than it took to explain that to you. So it took less than a minute for that to start counting down after the button popped up. And so we'll be back in about 25 minutes. Okay, now we're down under a minute on this 25-minute cook. That didn't take long at all, did it? And so, then when it gets down to 0 here, when it comes to the end, we're just going to let it sit there and rest for about 10 minutes and have just a little bit of a natural release on it. And then we'll go ahead and hit the quick release valve back there and let it go. But while y'all waiting for it to count down here, wait for that 10 minutes. If you can, join our channel and give us a thumbs up. We sure appreciate it. Thank you to all you folks that watches our videos. It sure does mean a lot to us. So we'll be watching it when it goes down to 0, and then when it goes up to 10. There it went to 0. Now I have no idea what the L stands for there. But anyway, it always does. It goes to L. Now you can see these little lights flashing in here. And that, I reckon that's about a second apart. So then it's going to start counting up to 10. And then we'll be back. Okay, now that 10 minutes just came up on here, so it's been sitting there resting for 10 minutes. So now let's move over here and give it that quick release. Okay, now the good thing about this new lid is all you have to do is push this button down right here. You don't have to go back here and mess with that unless you just want to play with it like that some, you know. So, and don't do that at home. Alright, just push this button down. Okay, and there it goes. Now, that took less than 2 minutes. It took about a minute and a half for that to go ahead and get the rest of that out of there and drop. Now, adjust this camera a little bit. So when I open that lid up, I want you to see down there the same time I do. All right, counterclockwise, pick it straight up away from you and turn it away from your face, and look at those ribs. Goodness. Don't they look good? You can't see quite good enough, can you? Wait a minute, I'll put you over there. Now look at that. Right, now the next thing we'll do is we'll take a couple of pot holders here and see if I can pick this little wire trivet up, or wire rack, whatever you want to call it, out of this pot. Gee, those look good. I'll set it right down over here on this plate. Ooh, doggy. Now, I guess we're going to have to put them in the oven and put some barbecue sauce on them and broil them for just a minute. But no, we're not going to do that, because we've got the Instant Pot Duo Crisp Plus Air Fryer. And so, just put this lid on right here and put them down there. We'll be ready to go again. But first, we're going to put some barbecue sauce on these, and we're going to empty this pot out. Now we need to empty that pot out because it's got all that those juices and stuff down in there. So we need to get it out of there, because every time you get ready to air fry or broil or something like that, you don't need a bunch of liquid down in the bottom of your pot. It just hinders it from crisping up. Now the good thing about this little metal rack right here is it cools off real quick. You know, when you got it out like this. So we can go ahead and just pick that up with your hands and take it and put it over here in this pot. But now don't forget, this pot's still hot, even though you emptied those juices out of there. That pot's still hot, so don't you be grabbing that pot, because if you do, you're not going to like it. Okay, now I've got this Smithfield barbecue sauce here, and this is not for everybody. You know, I mean, this is vinegar-based barbecue sauce. It comes from North Carolina. I got this from Wake Forest Smithfield Barbecue House there, and we really like it. But like I say, it's not for everybody. So now we're going to take our silicone basting brush over here, and we're going to start pouring it to this stuff. Okay, now like I said, we're just going to start putting this stuff here on very liberal amount. I'm not going to be stingy with it. It smells good. You already smell down this pot. This is a good smelling pot right here. This is going to be so good. Like I say now, this barbecue sauce is not for everybody, but it's for a whole lot of us people that really like it. Alright, let me get a fork and move that around so I can get to the rest of it there. Whoops, come apart. Alright, that's about enough of that. A little bit more on that. Okay, now we're going to have to start keeping an eye on it now pretty close, because we're going to put this lid on. And then you go over here and you go hit the broil button right here. And it says 400 degrees for 8 minutes. I don't think to go any higher than that. No, that's as high as it'll go. But we're going to just go ahead and put 10 minutes on it for the heck of it, because, well, we're not going to be watching it anyway, but then we're going to hit, I mean, we are going to be watching it, but we're going to hit the start button in there to go in the broil cycle. Now, like I say, I'm never going to let this thing run for 10 minutes without taking a look down there, because that broil, that gets pretty hot. So we'll be back and checking it in a minute. Okay, now it's been there just a little bit over 5 minutes. Take a look at it. Those look so good, and every time you look at them, they look a little bit better. Let me show you. Now that looks pretty good right there now. So I think that's all we're going to do to these. I'm going to fix and take those out and give them a try. So stand by. Okay, I got my tongs now. I'm just going to pick them up and take them out. You should be able to smell these things. Those look and smell so good. Oh, I'm glad I wasn't over the floor. So now, alright, let's cut into one of these and see what it's like. I don't want to eat a whole lot of it. I'll tell you what, that fork just falls through there. So does that knife. Look at that. Isn't that some pretty stuff? That's pretty pork right there, isn't it? That's a little bit too big of a bite at one time. Even for me. That's a little better. This is so good and tender, you wouldn't hardly believe it. I hope you get a chance to try some of these sometime. Now this is the way Kay's going to have hers. She's going to have her a little bowl of extra Smithfield barbecue sauce on the side there to dip it in. Oh gee. Now that's some of the best country style ribs. Well, they're not really ribs, but you know what I mean. Country style ribs that you will ever taste. Now, if you get a chance to try them, don't change anything. Not anything. Maybe if you insist, you can change barbecue sauce, but it's not going to be as good as this. But anyway, that'd be the only thing you would want to change on this, because this is perfect. You wouldn't believe it. So anyway, thanks for watching our little video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it for you, and hope you come back and see us real soon. Y'all have a real good and safe day, and wash your hands and stay away from everybody. Maybe we'll all get through this. So until next time, goodbye now.